It's strength in finding resilience beyond your circumstances. What is up, you guys? I'm Zakia Monet, and welcome to the Finding Your Way podcast, where we share stories about hardships and share ways to not let our circumstances define us. Like you, we just here to find our way. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Finding Her Way. This is another episode. We are here. We're back. We're gonna get into some things today. This is episode 14. I think this is 14, and we're gonna get into some things. Usually I do a journal entry every episode, or I try to do one. In this journal entry, I think I want it to be, what are your struggles as a parent or as a single mom? Like, what is your struggles? Like, what is the biggest thing that you could say that you struggle with as a mom or as a single mom? Either or. So let's get into this episode. Welcome back. How are you guys doing? What's going on? How was your week going? I know we're in the middle of the week, but how is it going so far? I hope it is going good. My week is okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not too mad at it, you know? So yeah, let's get into this episode. I think in this episode, I really want to talk about the struggles of a mom, the struggles in parenting, the struggles of a single mom, whichever. That's just what I want to talk about today, because I've been having a time. Trying to parent a boy first and foremost, and while still, dealing with and navigating my own things that I go through as a woman and as a mom who has lost a child. I'm still going through these things. So I'm just having a time right now, and I don't know if it's because he's getting older, so his mouth is just getting more I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just need some things to get figured out. I just want to talk to y'all about some things. Can I vent? Can I be real? Can I be honest? Can I do that here? Is this a safe space? Because I want to talk about these damn kids. I had my kids young, very young. I was pregnant at 15, and I was pregnant at 17. Pregnant at 15, had her at 16, pregnant again at 17, wait, damn, I was moving quick. I was pregnant at 15, had her at 16, then pregnant again at 16, and had him at 17. 17, I was about to turn 18. Yeah, so, sheesh. Am I getting the timelines right? I know whatever it was, I had them back to back. So yeah, like I was a little hot ass. My son, he said he called me a fast teenager. So I guess that's just what it was. So I had my kids young. So, like you're growing up with your kids. Like, having them that young, you're basically growing up with your kids, so your kids kind of see you more as a friend than they would see you as a parent, because they don't take shit serious. If they see like you're already young, like you like a baby in the face, they ain't gonna take shit serious. But mine, he I don't know what it is, but he was diagnosed with ADHD when he was 5. So I'm dealing with that, on top of, like him experiencing trauma and having to navigate that. So I think it's hard for me, because I think for a long time I was trying to, protect his feelings and, let him have a safe space, which is what you should do. But I feel like I was letting him be I was allowing him to be too open, and still, like, I think I was just being too lenient with him. For a long time, I was being too lenient with him, even though I wasn't the parent that did it. I feel like I was the parent that had to deal with it. I had to deal with the backlash, I had to deal with the attitude, I had to deal with the anger, I had to deal with all of that. And so I put him into therapy young. I put him into therapy when he was, his first therapy session was probably when he was, I don't even remember. He was young though. He was younger. He had to be 6 or 7. He had to be 6 or 7. So I put him into therapy. I just wanted him to have an outlet, you know, like I just wanted him to be able to feel like if he had something to talk about, I wanted him to be able to talk about it with somebody freely. I want him to have that because he's still navigating ADHD and, you know, like all of those things that come with that and all the things that come with trauma and dealing with that. So I wanted him to have a safe space to be able to be open because it's only so much he can tell me and it's only so much that I can be able to understand. Like, I don't know psychologically what's going on in my son's head. So I wanted to be able to, you know, like partner up with the therapist and so we can meet in the middle. He don't have to tell me everything because, you know, I know that's confidentiality. I know that. I get it. But I just want to understand, you know, like what it is that I need to be doing, what it is that I could be doing as a mom. So, you know, you better help him, you know, navigate life. So I did put him into that, but it wasn't really, I didn't really see it as being effective. And I don't know if it was because of the therapist or I don't know if it was because that my son was too young to, you know, like try to articulate what he felt and what he, you know, like what he was going through mentally. So I gave it some time. I gave it some time with that. And so I put him into therapy again recently, probably last year, and that didn't work as well. And I don't know if that was virtually or I don't know if it was because it was virtual or it was because he just like, I don't know. So now it's just like we're at a standstill. He doesn't really have like that male figure that I would like for him to have. So it's just me trying to navigate everything. And I honestly, sometimes I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about this one particular statement that women can raise men to be, you know, good men. I'm on it because I've seen it done. Like, I've seen it done. Like, we've all seen it done. Like, NBA players, like people who in the sports industry, like stuff like that, or like lawyers, doctors, like that. It can be done. It's possible. But I honestly still feel like it takes a village to raise a child. And I don't have that village to raise my child. Like, it's just me and my mom. It's just us. Like, it's just us trying to figure this out. So, and even with her, like I kind of butt heads with her because I feel like a lot of times she tries to overshadow what I'm saying to my son when it's like, okay, like you could, like, and then she does it in front of him. So I feel like that makes him feel like he can do whatever or say whatever he wants to. So I feel like sometimes we have to, we go back and forth about that. But other than that, like, she has done like a good job with helping me, you know, with him as far as like financial or taking us in when I needed help, and, you know, like when I didn't have no place to go or let me sleep on the couch, and like, you know, always taking me in. So I do appreciate her for that. I do, honestly, I wholeheartedly appreciate her for that. But it's just us, and I feel like a boy or a little boy who has been through or experienced any type of trauma, or who's stayed in the hood, or who has, you know, like seen certain things, or like any boy honestly needs a male figure in their life, whether it's the barbershop guy, whether it's, you know, like, you know, a police officer, a coach, anything. So I'm just finding myself having such a hard time with him, and like, you know, I just don't know. I'm struggling because I feel like the weight of the world is on me because I feel like I have to get this right. I feel like if I get it wrong, I failed him. I honestly feel that way. So it's just like, it's just a lot. Like, I'm having to take care of everything financially and, you know, like, as well. So it's just, it's hard. I know I could do something about it, but honestly, like, I'm not gonna get, you know, like, what you guys think I can get, I'm not gonna get that. So I just rather not. I just rather keep it out of the court. I just rather keep it out of that, and I just, you know, rather just handle it myself and try to figure it out, you know, on my own, which is something that women are forced to do a lot of the time. We're forced to do it on our own sometimes. We're forced to figure it out. We have to figure it out. We have to figure it out because it's like, if we don't figure it out, our kids, we're gonna be on our ass with our kids. Like, so that's not an option for me. So I gotta figure it out. I don't have any choice but to figure it out. But it's the figuring it out is what's fucking me up. It's like the process of having to figure it out and like the in-between time of figuring it out, that's what's getting me, because I'm having to like have the stress of like making some shit happen, making some shit work, making sure he's eating, making sure he has a roof over his head, making sure he's getting from point A to point B, because right now like I can't do that. And until I can do that, I have to rely on other people. But you know, like that's gonna be handled soon, because like it's only so much you can rely on other people for, because nobody's gonna do it, or you know, like nobody's gonna do it like you want it done. You know, like I've just been having to deal with so much, like people, you know, like it's just it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but I just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute. I wanted to vent, because I know like I'm not the only one that goes through these things. Like it's just been like some days where I just sit in my bed or just sit on this couch. Like I love this couch so much. Like I need to have this couch framed, you know, when I make it, because this has been my crying couch. Like this has been that couch. Like when I first moved into this apartment, like I cried on this couch. Like, and it wasn't, I don't even know like what those tears was for, honestly, but I know just like I knew what it was for. It was like I gotta figure this out. Like it's me and him. Like I gotta figure this shit out, because I can't go back to my mama's house. Like I can't do that. That wasn't an option for me. So this has to work. Like I don't have no plan B. This has to work. So it was just that, like, and it's just like the feeling of always having to be that, you know, if that makes sense. Like always having to be, you know, figure it out, or something always has to work, or you always got to figure something out. Like always having to figure some shit out is so exhausting. Like I don't care about no memes. Like I'm gonna share a meme or two. But I don't care about no meme. Like I don't care about none of that shit. Figuring it out is so fucking tiresome. Struggling is so fucking tiresome. Like having to make some shit shake is so fucking tiresome. Like I'm just ready to be at a place where I don't have to worry about certain stuff. Like I'm just at the point of that, and I feel like that's the part of my frustration as a mom, as well as it is like with as well as it is with his behavior. Like that's another one of my struggles. Like I'm just always having to figure it out. Like it's gonna get done, but it's just like the figuring it out part, especially when they're cutting hours, whether cutting hours at work or business is slow, or you know, like you're not getting no sales. Like that's just where I'm at. And now I'm at a place where now like I'm just revamping everything. Like I'm in the process of starting a new business or relaunching a business, but in a whole different way, and that costs money. So I have to do this, make sure my child is good, but I'm gonna do it. I'm complaining about it, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna get done, because it's like I just need a change of life. That's just what I need. But yeah, I'm just struggling right now as a mom. Like I'm just struggling, and this is probably my, like I'm going as far as like the woman in me. I'm going in that aspect, but as a mom, I feel like I'm at a standstill. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I don't know what to do or where to turn. But I feel like it's always, you know, it's always a way to do things. It's always a solution to every problem. So, you know, like I'm just figuring, I'm in that stage of figuring out whether it's like getting him into sports again, because he was in sports one time, but that was the whole thing. So whether it's getting him back into sports, or finding somebody who can mentor him, or let him sit in a barbershop, you know, somebody I can trust, you know, like something like that. So I'm just looking to all these options. I'm looking to all these different things and resources that are out there, and you know, trying to do that. I don't know, maybe in the future I should just start up a mentorship program and hire men to go out here like they had back in the day, because we need it again. Bring back mentors. Like these kids need that. These kids are out here shooting, killing, and cussing, and not respecting their elders, not respecting people, period. And we just need to bring back the men in the neighborhoods who help the single mothers out. The men who is single mom, like if you whoop that child, the mama didn't care, because that baby probably deserved it. We need those back. I just like, I've never grown up to experience like the whole neighborhood thing where like, cause like I just never had that. But you hear about it in like stories and like in real life and in movies. Like you hear that and you see that. So I feel like that is really a thing that needs to be brought back. Like neighborhood men, like men, like it just needs to be a thing again. That honestly needs to be a thing. Like I wouldn't mind it. You want to take him to the park to go, take him to the gym. Like you can do that as long as I trust you. Like you can do that. Like I understand. Like you have to build that rapport up. You have to do that. You have to trust that person. I get that. But once you get past that stage, like like this gonna benefit my son. Go ahead, like do what you need to do. Like talk to him. Like like they just need that. My son, like he just needs like I don't know. Like my brother was a big part of his life. My brother was also, like he just he just if you get me, you get me. But he was taken away from him, so it's just like now he just doesn't have anybody. So it's just like having to, as a woman, having to raise a man or having to raise a little boy is just hard, and honestly it gets exhausting because you don't want to fall out. Like sometimes like I just get to a place where it's just like damn if I do, damn if I don't. Like am I even doing this right? Like what am I doing? But I don't know, like it's just hard though. Like it's hard. Like I know y'all get me, but I'm just like this shit is just I'm exhausted. And I just don't wanna ever get to a place where I fall out of love of being a mom. Or like he gets me to a point where he makes me so mad that I'm just like I just take my frustration. Like I just don't want to get to that point. And so like I understand. I'm evaluating everything. And I understand what I need to do as a mom. What I need to do as a mom to better assist him and give him the help that he needs, and whatever he needs, I need to make it available. I know I need to do that. It's just like I'm tired. I'm honestly tired. Like you love your kids, like you'll do anything for your kids, but sometimes it be like fuck them kids. Sometimes it just be fuck them kids, because like these kids be having you fucked up. I'm trying to stop cussing, but that's just what it be. Like sometimes these kids be having you fucked up, and then sometimes it just be like the kids, they'll respect the other parent more than they respect you, the person who's not there. So they'll give you all the shit, but give them the respect. And that's what be having me, throwing me for a loop too. So it's just like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But we're gonna get it together. That's my baby. He'll always be my baby. We're just having a little tough time right now. And I can only imagine how it's gonna get when he gets older and when he gets to be a teenager. Like I don't have long until those years, but I'm excited for it, but I'm nervous about it. I'm so nervous, like I'm starting to get emotional about it because I just don't want him to follow behind what he's seen and what he's been around and what he's been exposed to. Like I just don't want that life for him. I don't want to go through that. Like I just don't want that for him. So I pray on my baby every day. I pray over him. I pray for him. I'm trying to get to a point where we pray together again. And I used to do affirmations in the morning, but I just slacked off of that. But now I'm going to bring that back into his life. I used to let him look at himself in the mirror and say these affirmations, say a whole bunch of affirmations, and we used to do that every morning before he go out to school. And that's just where I need to get back to, because it's just like I just don't want him to go down that path. I want him to be as healthy as possible. I want him to be as mentally stable as possible, and sometimes like that takes me checking myself. Because a lot of the times, like we as parents, we take a lot of our stuff out on these kids, and that's not right. Don't send your kids out to school with the idea in mind, or them hearing in their mind you yelling at them. Like, that's the last thing they heard from you that morning. And then, like, that can ruin their whole day. Them have to walk out the house to you yelling at them. Like, that could set the tone for the whole day. So I'm trying to check myself. I'm trying to, you know, make sure I'm looking at myself as well, because I know it's not just him. Like, it's me too. Like, I just need to check myself, and I also need to set boundaries with him. I also need to get him on you know, like, get him on a schedule, get him on, like, just keep him on a straight and narrow path. Like, he is very smart. He's a very smart young man. Like, he's very smart. He gets A's and B's. Sometimes he messes up. He gets some bad grades, but that's only because, like, he just be so in a rush to hang with friends or talk to his friends and, like, that whole thing. But, you know, like, I've always been the one to try to shower him with gifts to cover up, like, what he's been through instead of him actually dealing with it. And when I try to do that, I just let him get away with not doing therapy. When I feel like therapy is honestly what he needs, if he doesn't do therapy and I feel like he needs somebody to talk to, like a mentor, I feel like that would be a good thing for him. I honestly feel like that would be a good thing for him. But we just figuring it out. We're doing a lot of figuring it out over here. But we're going to get it straight. We're going to get it handled. Like, I know my baby, he's going to do amazing things. I'm going to continue to pour into him. I'm going to continue to love on him. Whatever he want to do, I'm going to support it. He wanted to do music last year, so I got him a whole studio set. Like, it changes all the time. From he wanted to be an artist one year, so I got him a whole bunch of art supplies. Like, whatever he wants to do, I'm with it. I'm going to support it. I'm going to go broke behind it, but I ain't claiming that. Like, we're not going broke. We're making money. So whatever we're doing, we're making money from it. But I'm including God into his life. Because I feel like kids honestly need their own relationship with God. So I'm trying to do that more. But I feel like, honestly, in my whole heart of hearts, we're going to be okay. It's just going to take time. And that's just my advice for this episode. It's going to take time. Give it some time. You're not doing anything wrong. You are a beautiful mother. You are a great mother. There's some shitty mamas out here, and you're not one of them. Don't allow yourself to be one of them. If you feel yourself shifting, get yourself together. Check yourself at the door. Talk to God. Pray over your appearance in life. Pray over what it is that you need for God to do when it comes to you and your children. You know, like, set the tone. Set the tone in your household. Set the tone. You don't have to be rude, nasty, angry, or mean. You want your kid, like, you want that relationship to be a safe space for them. But put them in their place. And so, like, that's pretty much the gist of this episode. I hope you guys got something from it. I hope I wasn't all over the place like I usually am. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. I hope you enjoyed and took at least one thing, if any, from this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share us with a friend you know. Follow us on Instagram at FindingHerWayPod, and send us letters or questions to askfhw@gmail.com. We hope to hear from you in the next episode.